Fiscunit. Fiscunit. What's good, y'all? Fist Vegas, the hardest voice of sports. Go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe to the Fist while you at it. Y'all know what time it is. If you ain't with it, you best get with it. Now let's rock. Alright, look, we back. We back like cook crack. You understand me? Took the weekend off. You know what I'm saying? I did drop a short on Saturday. That boy Daniel Jones out there training like Goku, Vegeta, and Whis in the gym right now. He might throw 60 touchdowns next season. You better watch out. I know y'all saw the short. I posted a Daniel Jones workout compilation. If you haven't watched it, go click on it. It's fire. But this ain't about the anointed one, the chosen one, the one who fell from the sky to deliver the New York Football Giants from evil, Daniel Jones. This video ain't about him and his $45 million. If I see another tweet, Instagram post, talking head, if I see one more person complaining about Daniel Jones' $45 million, I'm going to explode like Vegeta in the Boo Saga. I'm trying to tell you. It's getting annoying at this point. I mean, if Daniel Jones is so bad, if y'all think he's so trash, why y'all talking about him every day? I don't get it. They swear Daniel Jones is trash, but they talk about him like he Mahomes. Let me ask you a question. Who have you heard more about this offseason? Daniel Jones or Patrick Mahomes? Who's dominated the airwaves more? Who? I rest my case. But this ain't about Danny right now. This about number 13 with the yellow hair. Okay? Or number 6, whatever number he wearing. Look. We all know I was campaigning hard for OBJ in the regular season. We have filth at the wide receiver position. Me, Capizzo, and Ron Effect can go out there, play wide receiver for Daniel Jones, and do better than what the receivers did pre-Hodgins. Hodgins is a G. All right, Hodgins, but Marcus Johnson and David Sills, I promise you, me, Pizzo, and Ron Effect can get open and catch the ball better than them. So at the time, I wanted OBJ because I'm like, yo, if we fix the wide receiving core, we can make a Super Bowl run. You never freaking know. And I was right because we got to the second round. We got all the way to the second round of the playoffs. So we're literally, if OBJ's on that team and Julian Love and Jalen Smith could tackle, who knows what would have happened versus the Eagles with OBJ on the team. You feel me? But I got to be honest with you, Giants fans. I don't like the idea of bringing in OBJ now. I don't like that. Especially when Daniel Jones wants his money. Saquon wants his money. I mean, Dexter Lawrence is on a 5th-year option. Do you really want him to go into the season without a new contract? Nobody's talking about Dexter Lawrence, but that's kind of a big deal. So I'm looking at the money, man. I'm like, didn't OBJ want a Gallup contract, which is what, like 13 to 20 million or something like that? I forgot what it was, but it's not cheap. It's not cheap, Giants fans. And I'm gonna keep it 150,000 with y'all. Danny deserves his 45 million. Saquon, if he wants 13, 14 million, he kind of deserves it. How can you tell Saquon no to 13, 14 when Kamara and McCaffrey against 16, 17? You feel me? So I look at the OBJ situation and he's coming off a second ACL surgery, right? My thing with the Giants is we're starting from scratch. You see, in the regular season, bringing in OBJ made sense because we didn't have any other alternatives. There was no stud out of USC or that stud out of, Northwestern? I think this is another wide receiver out of. Somebody in the comment section correct me, but there's a couple monsters coming out of the draft. So we didn't have that option. I would rather draft a receiver than sign OBJ. We could take that OBJ money and go get an offensive lineman. We need a center. We need a guard. We need another corner. We need Jesus, Allah, a King Kai. We need whatever we can get. We need some fortune cookies. We need a leprechaun at the end of a rainbow. We need something to save our inside linebacking core. Okay, for real, man. Like, wish upon a shooting star and bless us with a Brian Urlacher or a Ray Lewis. The Lord knows we need one. I'll take another Antonio Pierce at middle linebacker. We have nothing at middle linebacker. There are more important issues and more important resources that we need to allocate that salary cap to than bringing in a wide receiver. That's not a number one anymore. OBJ is not a number one no more. We bring in OBJ, he's a solid number two, and then we still got to go draft for number one. Wan'Dale's in the slot. So I don't like it now. I'm not dissing OBJ. I ain't got nothing but love for OBJ. I have nothing but love for OBJ. This is not me taking a shot at OBJ. This is just me saying yesterday's price is not today's price. It's not. We needed you 3 months ago. When we had to go play Philly on the road, that's why we needed OBJ. September 2023, we need a young stud, fresh out of college, who we could develop into the next big thing in New York. We don't need a 30-year-old Beckham. We don't need that. The future of the wide receiver position of the New York Giants is Isaiah Hodgins, Wan'Dale Robinson, or whoever we draft out of college. That's the future. That's it. We don't need to bring OBJ in here. We don't. We just don't. And hey, ain't that tight end out of Notre Dame? I ain't gonna lie to you. If the tight end out of Notre Dame, what's his name, Mayock or whatever, if he's there at 25, take the tight end, bro. Travis Kelce be doing damage. If we can get a Travis Kelce, Darren Waller, George Kittle, like the tight end position is dope. So I mean, I'm not against taking the tight end either. But the point I'm trying to make is the Giants need to get younger at that position. I don't know why we would still be talking to OBJ. I don't get it. We don't need him anymore. We were desperate a couple months ago. Now we're not desperate. Now we could trade for an Ayuk. We could trade for a T. Higgins, even though I don't want to. We could trade for DeAndre Hopkins. We can go out and draft a wide receiver. We have options now. Life is about options. How did Kevin Samuels say it? Men don't cheat. We exercise our options. Well, Joe Shane needs to exercise his options. At one point, OBJ was the best thing in the room. At one point, OBJ turned heads. At one point, OBJ was Rihanna, Beyonce, J-Lo rolled into one because we had no other options. We hadn't had sex in months. Our dick was deprived. But now we got options. Now we walk into the room and we're the prize. We can pick who we want to. We don't have to settle for OBJ. So that's all I'm saying. I don't like the idea that the Giants are pursuing OBJ. It makes no sense. But anyway, that's it. That's all. Subscribe to the unit if you rocking with me. My name is Fitz Vegas, and I approve this message.